So the first question is that a die is thrown 10 times and the probability that an odd number will come up at least one time is. Okay, so it's given that a die is thrown 10 times. The probability that an odd number will come up at least one time is. You can see there are 4 options. Okay, so first of all, it's given that n is equal to, a die is thrown 10 times. So that means n is equal to 10. N is equal to 10. And hereafter, we know that when a die is thrown, the possible outcomes are, maybe it may be an odd number or it may be an even number. So that means we can write it as probability of odd number. Probability of odd number. Probability of odd number. Probability of odd number P. P is equal to 1 by 2. P is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, we can write the probability of even number. Probability of even number. Probability of even number. Probability of even number, so we can represent it as Q. Q is equal to 1 by 2. Q is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so hereafter, we need to find the probability that an odd number will come up at least one time. At least one time. So that is, okay, look at here, P is equal to 1 by 2 and Q is equal to 1 by 2. So the required probability is, the required probability is, the required probability is, the required probability that is equal to P of x greater than or equal to P of x greater than or equal to 1. So what is this? This is equal to, simply we can write this one as 1 minus P of x is equal to 0. 1, we can write it as P of x greater than or equal to 1. That means that is equal to 1 minus P of x is equal to 0. Okay, so that is 1 minus 10C0, 10C0. What about P? We know that P and Q both are 1 by 2. Okay, so P raised to, yes. So we can write 1 by 2 raised to 10 minus 0 divided by 1 by 2 raised to 0. Okay, P of x is equal to 0. So that means in the next step we can write 1 minus 1 by, for this one we will get answer like 2 raised to 10. 2 raised to 10 will be the answer for this. 10C0, 1 by 2 raised to 10 into 1 by 2 raised to 0. Okay, so this is by using binomial distribution formula. We are using binomial distribution formula. So in the next step we can write this one as 1 minus 1 by 1024, 1024. Just cross multiply this. So while on cross multiplying, 1024 minus 1 divided by 1024. Yes. So that is equal to 1023 divided by 1024. 1023 divided by 1024 is the required probability. So yes, 1023 by 1024 will be the required probability. Now look at the options. So while we are going through the option, we can see that option C is the correct answer for this question. Is it clear, my dear students? Okay. Yes. So the second question is given that if A and B are two events. It's given that A and B are two events such that P of A is equal to, it's given P of A, that is equal to, P of A will be equal to 1 by 3. P of A is equal to 1 by 3 and P of B is equal to, P of B is equal to 1 by 2. P of A is equal to 1 by 3 and P of B is equal to 1 by 2 and P of A intersection B. P of A intersection B, that is equal to 1 by 6. Equal to 1 by 6. Okay. Then we need to find P of A dash by B. So we need to find this P of A dash by B. Again, look at the question. If A and B are the two events such that P of A is given as 1 by 3 and P of B is given as 1 by 2, then we need to find P of A intersection B. Sorry, P of A intersection B is already given. The value is 1 by 6. So we need to find P of A dash by B. Okay. So first of all, we can write P of A is equal to 1 by 3 and P of B is equal to 1 by 2 and P of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 6. Okay. And we need to find P of A dash by B. So that is P of A dash by B is equal to, that is equal to 1 minus P of A by B. 1 minus P of A by B. Okay. So P of A by B. So that is 1 minus P of A intersection P of A intersection B. P of A intersection B divided by P of B. Divided by P of B. Divided by, okay, P of A intersection B, the value is already given in this question, and P of B, the value is already given here, that is equal to 1 by 2. So just substitute here. So 1 minus P of A bar B, the value will be equal to, let me write the next here. So that will be equal to 1 minus 1 by 3. We will get 1 minus 1 by 3. So what is 1 minus 1 by 3? So that is equal to 2 by 3. So for this question, for the second question, the answer is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is the correct answer for this question. Again, look at the options. So while we are going through the options, we can see that 1 by 12, 2 by 3, 1 by 3 and 1 by 2. So for this one, option B is the correct answer. So 2 by 3 is the correct answer for this question. So we can move on to another question. That means today's third question. So the third question is given that, okay, so it's given that the probability of solving a problem by 3% A, B and C independently is given as 1 by 2, 1 by 4 and 1 by 3 respectively. Then the probability that the problem is solved by any two of them is, okay. So it's given that the probability of solving a problem by 3%. Okay, so the number of person is, okay, so the number of person is 3. That is A, B, C. A, B, C. So the number of person that will be equal to 3. And it's given that the probability is given the 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 3. So 1 by 2, 1 by 4 and 1 by 3 respectively, 1 by 3 respectively. Then the probability that the problem is solved by is given that the probability that the problem solved by any two of them. Yes. So that means the required probability is, we can write the required probability. Required probability, that is equal to P of A dash B C, because it's given the question, in the question itself they are asking us to the probability that the problem is solved by any two of them. Yes, so for this one B and C, I just consider B and C. So that is A dash B C plus the next one is probability of A B dash C plus the next one, the probability of A B C dash. Okay, so again look at here. The required probability is, we can write it as, yes, P of A dash B C plus P of A B dash C plus P of A B C dash. Okay, so hereafter we can substitute the values. Okay, so P of A, look at here, the probability of A is 1 by 2, probability of B is 1 by 4, and probability of C is 1 by 3. Okay, so A dash, what will the, here A is equal to, P of A is equal to 1 by 2. So P of A dash, P of A dash. What is the value of P of A dash? Sum of probability. We know that sum of probability, that is equal to 1. So here 1 minus 1 minus 1 by 2. So 1 minus 1 by 2 means the answer is again 1 by 2. So P of A dash is equal to 1 by 2. And what about P of B? We know that P of B is equal to 1 by 4. P of B is equal to 1 by 4. So P of B dash is equal to P of B dash. P of B dash, that will be equal to 1 minus 1 by 4. Because this is P of B, probability of B. Okay, so 1 minus 1 by 4. What is that? 1 minus 1 by 4, that will be equal to 3 by 4. Okay, isn't it? Yes. So that is equal to 3 by 4. 3 by 4. So hereafter we can write P of C dash. P of C dash. This is probability of A dash, probability of B dash, and probability of C dash, that is equal to, yes, probability of C dash. 1 minus, what is the value of P of C? P of C is equal to 1 by 3. So 1 minus 1 by 3, that is equal to 2 by 3. P of C dash, that is equal to 2 by 3. Or C dash is equal to, simply we can write C dash is equal to 2 by 3. So hereafter, okay, we already know what is P of A. We know the value of P of A, P of B, P of C, and now we know that what is the value of P of A dash, B dash, C dash. So hereafter, just substitute the values here. We will get the final answer. So required probability again A dash B C. So just substitute the values. Just substitute the value of A dash and also substitute B and also substitute C. Similarly, the other terms also. Similarly, just substitute the values for the other terms also. That is equal to, that is required probability. Required probability. That is equal to, required probability is equal to, okay, so that is P of A dash B C. P of A dash B C, that is 1 by 2 into 1 by 4 into 1 by 3 for the first one. Okay, so plus the next one is 1 by 2 into 3 by 4 into 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 4 into 2 by 3 into 2 by 3. Okay, so hereafter just multiply this and we can write the next step. 1 by, for the first one, 1 by 4 in, yes, 4 into 2 into 3. So that is equal to 24. 1 by 24. 1 by 24 plus 1 by 8. 1 by 24 plus 1 by 8 plus here 2 by, it is 2 by 24. On simplifying this, we will get 1 by 12. 1 by 12. Yes, 1 by 12. 1 by 24, 1 by 8, 1 by 12. So on the next step, we can write this one as, this is equal to 1 plus 3 plus 2 divided by 24. So that is equal to 1 by 4. So the final answer is 1 by 4 is the final answer for this question. Again, look at the options. So while we are going through the options, we can see that here option C is the correct answer. That means, so my dear students, we can move to the next question. So the question is that if n of A is equal to 2, that means number of elements on the set A is given as 2, and the total number of possible relation from set A to set B is given as 1024. Then we need to find n of B. Okay, so first of all, we can write n of A is given as, that is n of A, number of elements in A is given as 2. Okay, and the total number of possible relation from set A to set B is given as, from set A to set B is given as 1024. So in the question they are asking us to find n of B. So we need to find the number of elements in B. So how we can find this? So first of all, we can write, yes, we know that 2 raised to number of elements in A. That means simply we can write n of A. So 2 raised to number of elements in A into number of elements in B is equal to into number of elements in B. So that is given as 1024. Okay. So that is, we can write it as 2 raised to n of A into, yes, n of A into n of B. That is equal to 2 raised to n of A into n of B is equal to 1024. Okay, now look at here. Here base is the 2. So we can also write 1024 with base 2 raised to, yes, 2 raised to 10. So the value of 2 raised to 10 is equal to 1024. So in the next step, instead of this one, we can substitute here. So that is equal to 2 raised to n of A. Look at the question. The value of n of A is already given. That is equal to 2. So just substitute here. 2 raised to 2 into n of B. We don't know the value of n of B. So that is equal to, instead of 1024, we can substitute it as 2 raised to 10. 2 raised to 10. So what you have to find here? So in this question, we need to find n of B. We need to find n of B. We need to find this n of B. So now again look at the question. You can see that n of B. So here base is 2. In the next step, we can write 2 into n of B is equal to 2 raised to 10. Isn't it? Sorry, that is equal to 10. Because the base is same here, 2, 2. So we can consider this one. 2 into number of elements in B, that is equal to 10. So hereafter, in the next step, simply we can write n of B is equal to n of B, that will be equal to 10 divided by n of B, that will be equal to 10 divided by 2. So the value will be equal to 5. So the number of elements n of B, the number of elements in B, that is equal to 5. So this is the answer. Number of elements in B, that is equal to 5. So this is the answer. Again look at the question. Which is the correct option? Yes. So we can see there are 4 options. That is 5. The first one is 5. Second one is 512. And third one is 20. And the fourth one is 10. So here for this question, option A is the correct answer. That means number of elements in B, that is equal. The answer is 5. Yes. Now let us move on to the next question. So the question is given that the value of, we need to find the value, okay, the value of sine square 51 degree plus sine square 39 degree is. You can see there are 4 options. So the first one is cos 12 degree, second one is 1, and the third one is 0, and the fourth one is sine 12 degree. So the question is, let me write the question once again for you, okay. So the question is that we need to find the value of sine square 51 degree. Sine square 51 degree plus sine square 39 degree. So we need to find the value of this. Sine square 51 degree plus sine square 39 degree. Yes. Okay. So first of all, we can consider this one, the first term. So that is sine square 51 degree. So we can write sine square 51 degree as sine square 90 minus sine square 90 minus 39. So we know that 90 minus 39. So what is the answer? 90 minus 39. That means here 90 minus 39, that is equal to 51. Okay. So instead of sine square 51 degree, we can write it as sine square 90 minus 39 plus the remaining the same. Sine square 39 degree. Okay. And what is this? Sine square 90 minus 39. So that means we know that sine 90 minus sine 90 degree minus sine 90 minus theta, that is equal to cos theta. Sine 90 minus theta, that is equal to cos theta. So here instead of this one we can substitute it as cos square. Yes, we can write it as cos square. It's better to put this in a table. Yes, sine 90 degree minus theta, that is equal to cos theta. So by using this we can modify this, so that is equal to cos square 39 degree. Cos square 39 degree plus sine square 39 degree. Again look at here. What is this? Sine square x plus or sine square theta plus cos square theta, or sine square x plus cos square x. So what is that? We know that the value of this, that is equal to 1. Okay. So hereafter we can write this is equal to 1. So the final answer for this question is 1. Again look at the option. So while we are going through the option, we can see that first one, option A is cos 12 degree and option B is 1. So which is the correct answer? So for this question, option B is the correct answer. That means the final answer is 1. 1 is the final answer for this question. So here is the next question. Just look at the question. You can see that if tan A plus cot A is equal to 2, then they are asking us to find the value of tan raised to 4A plus cot raised to 4A. So it's given that, yes, tan A plus cot A, the value of tan A plus cot A, that is equal to 2. Tan A plus cot A, that is equal to 2. Then we need to find the value of tan raised to 4A. Yes, tan raised to 4A plus cot raised to 4A. Tan raised to 4A plus cot raised to 4A. Yes. So it's given that this is a given here. Tan A plus cot A, the value is equal to 2. So what will be the next step? In the next step, just square on both sides. Okay. So let me show that tan A plus cot A, we can take square on both sides. The whole square, that is equal to, that is, this is for the left hand side and this is for the right hand side. Yes. So this is equal to, look at here, this is in the form of A plus B the whole square. What is A plus B the whole square? A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. So just expand this by using that. So that is equal to, we can write it as tan square A plus tan square A plus 2 tan A cot A plus cot square A plus cot square A, that is equal to cot square A, that is equal to 2 square, that is 4. 2 square, that is 4. Again, now look at here. Tan square A plus cot square A. What is that? We know that tan square, okay, tan square A plus cot square A is equal to, just square here. So the value will be equal to, yes, so that is equal to 4. So on the next step, we can write, we are going to write the next here. Yes, so after this, tan square a plus cot square a, okay, tan square a plus cot square a plus 2 tan a cot a is equal to 4. So on the next step, we can write it as tan square a plus cot square a is equal to, cot square a is equal to 2. Tan square a plus cot square a is equal to 2. Yes, because look at here, 2 tan a cot a, 2 tan a cot a. So 2 tan a cot a. So we can write it as 2 into tan a into 1 by tan a. So instead of cot a, we can write it as 1 by tan a. Yes, so this will cancel each other. So the value will be equal to 2. So for this 2 tan a cot a, the value is 2. The value of this one is 2. So when we are moving this 2 to the right hand side, it will become 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2, what is the value? 4 minus 2 is 2. So we get 2 on the right hand side. Okay, so that is tan square a plus cot square a is equal to 2. So again, look at the question. We can see that we need to find tan raised to 4a plus cot raised to 4a. So that is the question. So we get tan square a plus cot square a is equal to 2. So hereafter, what is the next step? Again, we can square on both sides. So that is tan square a plus cot square a, the all square is equal to, again, 2 square. 2 square, we can write it as 4. So it's better to write 2 square. Again, just expand this by using a plus b the whole square expansion. So that is equal to, we can write hereafter, we can write this is equal to tan square a the whole square. So that is tan raised to 4a plus tan raised to 4a plus cot raised to 4a plus 2 tan square a, 2 tan square a into cot square a. Cot square a, that is equal to RHS. What is RHS? 2 square, the value is 4. RHS, that is equal to 4. Okay, so hereafter, again look at here. Cot square a, so instead of cot square a, again we can use the same. Cot square a is equal to, we can write it as 1 by tan square a. So here it is tan square a. When we are changing this cot square a in the terms of tan square a, that is equal to tan square a into 1 by tan square a. So what is the value? That is equal to 2. So again we will get tan square, and the next step we can write it as, yes, so let me write this one in a box. 2 tan square a into 1 by tan square a. The value is equal to 2. Isn't it? Yes. So in the next step, just substitute here. Substitute this value. So that will be equal to, tan raised to 4a plus cot raised to 4a. Yes, tan raised to 4a plus cot raised to 4a plus 2 is equal to 4. 2 is equal to 4. So hereafter, on rearranging this, we can write tan raised to 4a plus cot raised to 4a is equal to 4 minus 2. The value is 2. Okay. So again, look at the options. So we can see that the first one is 5, second one is 2, third one is 1, and the fourth one is 4. So for this question, option B is the correct answer. Okay, option B. That means tan raised to 4a plus cot raised to 4a, the value is equal to 2. So this is the correct answer for this question. So my dears, we can move on to the next question. So the question is given that if a is equal to, set a is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then the number of subset of a which contain at least 2 elements is. So we need to find the number of subset of a which contain at least 2 elements is. Yes, so this is the question. So first of all, we can write total number of subset of a. 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 So that is equal to 2 raised to n of a, number of elements in a. Yes, so look at the question. So we can see that the number of elements in a is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that is 6. So here it is equal to 2 raised to 6. Okay, so 2 raised to 6, so the value will be equal to 64. The value will be equal to 64. So the total number of subset of a is equal to 2 raised to n of a. So the value is equal to 2 raised to 6, that is equal to 64. And in the question they are asking us to find the number of subset of a which contain at least means minimum 2 elements is. Okay, at least 2 elements. So we can write the number of subset, the number of subsets of a. The number of subsets of a which contain at least two elements, at least two elements which contain at least 2 elements. So that is equal to, so we can write it as at least 2 element is, what is the total? Total is 64, which is equal to 64 minus at least 2 elements. So that is 6C0 plus 6C1, at least minimum 2. Okay. So that is 64 minus total minus 6C0 plus 6C1. So what is the value of 6C0? 6C0 means the value is 1 and 6C1 the value is 6. So in the next step we can write as 64 minus 1 plus 6. 1 plus 6, that is 7. So in the next step we can write 64 minus 7. So 64 minus 7. So the value is 54. So the value will be equal to 57. Okay. So 64 minus 1 plus 6, 7. So the value will be equal to 57. It's not 54. The value will be equal to 57 is the correct answer for this question. Again, just go through the options. So while we are going through the options, so we can see that the first one is 58, second one is 64, and third one is 63, and fourth one is 57. Yes. So for this question, option D is the correct answer. So that means 57 is the correct answer for this question. That is 64 minus 7. That will be equal to 57.